A massive and slow-moving storm hitting the Gulf Coast right now.
Look at the satellite imagery. You can see the sheer size of this storm, which has been named Barry. The major concern here is flash flooding from the heavy rain and storm surge.
Hurricane hunters flying into the storm caught an amazing sight on camera. Take a look at the rainbow there, but don't be fooled. Barry poses a significant threat to the Gulf Coast already. More than 50,000 customers without power, thousands of people ordered to evacuate.
There's a live look at what's happening right now in Morgan City, Louisiana, which is in the path of the storm. And then, of course, there are those perennial questions about whether the levees in New Orleans will withstand another test. Rob is right there in New Orleans, kicking off our team coverage. Good morning to you, Rob.
Good morning, Eva. We are more confident this morning that these levees will not only hold, but are unlikely to be overtopped. This river behind me, because the winds have switched, won't get a whole lot higher, at least here in the city of New Orleans. But the towns and parishes to our south, not so lucky.
This morning, Barry lumbering its way to land in Louisiana.
Oh, yeah, that don't look good.
Overnight streets in Grand Isle overtaken by running rapids. Barry's wrath already knocking out power for thousands on the island. The storm packing winds over 60 miles per hour, violently swinging benches in the air, shaking street signs and battering traffic lights.
Bottom line is stay off the street.
Its strength felt all the way to Alabama Friday, where you can see this abandoned car trapped in sand under high tide. The Coast Guard warning residents ahead of the storm after rescuing 5 people from their disabled boat in the Gulf. And on the ground, 3,000 National Guards standing at the ready. In the air, Air Force hurricane hunters tracking the storm. Close to 10,000 people in exposed areas along the Gulf told to leave. In New Orleans, residents are urged to shelter in place. Tourists are pulling out of town.
Have you ever been through a hurricane?
Yes, Hugo. I'm from Charleston.
Okay. You don't have any feeling about sticking around this?
No. When they say evacuate, you usually pretty much listen to that warning. So, and you get out.
And so are the Rolling Stones, the band postponing their show in New Orleans until Monday. And for the first time in history, all the city's floodgates are closed.
But I've never seen them close off the river like the barricades.
Those floodgates are the first time.
Heavy rain expected to fill low-lying areas. Jefferson Parish boasting a pumping capacity that could fill the Superdome in just 41 minutes.
We're very confident in the entire system's ability to withstand what Tropical Storm Barry may bring us.
But the mayor of Morgan City telling ABC News he's worried about Barry's rainfall exceeding his city's pumping capacity.
And that's what concerns us, not the wind, not the storm surge, but we don't have the pumping capacity to handle 20 inches of rain if it comes at one time.
And as you can see, the winds are steadily picking up here in New Orleans, but the rain has been intermittent. The squalls have been in and out the last 12 to 18 hours. That's because bulk of the heaviest rainfall and action really is in the southern half of this system. We've had reports now at some of the oil platforms there at elevation, 90-mile-per-hour wind gusts there. And you see the center of this thing now scraping the coastline just southwest of Morgan City, and all the action in the southeast quadrant. So that means we'll get most of the worst weather after the storm makes landfall, and then gets to about Lafayette around lunchtime, slowly getting through Alexandria around midnight tonight, and then drifting up into Arkansas Tuesday. So a very slow-moving storm as it has been, and that means there's going to be a lot of heavy rain. We not only have hurricane warnings, tropical storm warnings, we also have that flood watch that extends all the way through Memphis and for the entire state of Mississippi, which is getting crushed right now with some heavy rain bands. Looking at totals of 10 to 25 inches of rainfall in some spots. I'm worried about Baton Rouge, which is susceptible to flooding. And that doesn't account for the rain that's going to fall into this city. They have a hard time keeping up with rainfall rates of an inch or more per hour, and I think we'll see that later on today and tonight. Guys, back to you.
That whole region on alert. Rob, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.